It's Rob on the road, discovering the stories that capture the unique spirit of Northern California. Here's KVIE's Rob Stewart.
We're right here in the middle of this group of elephant seal pups to tell you all about this fascinating place here with Ranger Ziad Vawarshi. Good to see you.
See you, Rob.
Thanks for having us.
Oh,
and
you're
it's
welcome.
Amazing that we're just an hour or so south of San Francisco.
That's correct, yeah. You guys are here at Ano Nuevo State Reserve out at Ano Point, where thousands of elephant seals will conjugate every winter for the breeding cycle.
All right, let's go see some seals. How many are out here?
Right now, at the peak of the season, we have about close to 4,000 elephant seals between adult males, females, pups, and the wean pups.
How close can we get? Because we're pretty close right now.
Yeah, you know, we can get within about 25 feet before they start reacting to us.
Meaning charge?
Not so much charge, but just get uncomfortable and have to move their positions. You know, our role here is to kind of balance the protection of the seals with the visitor's interest in understanding more about them.
So Ranger, this is a good example of the harems with the bull.
Correct.
Tell me about these.
So you'll notice at least 4 different clusters of animals, and each cluster consists of mostly females with their pups nursing, and then at least one dominant bull that's right in the center of the group.
That noise that sounds like knocking was actually one of the males, right?
Exactly. Yeah, if you look over there, he's moving now.
Oh yeah, he's coming this way.
And so that's about the size of an alpha male, and what he was doing is what we call a threat call.
To us?
Not to us, to other elephant seal males. And he will oftentimes just rear his head and vocalize, and you can see exactly what's happening. That bull that's to the left was a little too close to the harem, and he felt he wanted to get him out of the picture. So, you know, to conserve energy, they've got this great vocalization, and they can rear up and send out that sound in hopes that that bull will react and leave.
And people get to come right here and see this year-round. Tours come through here. Talk about an animal adventure. This is one.
I'd agree. Yeah, this is one of the few places around where you can get right in the middle, practically, of a rookery. For animals this size, you know, males 4,000 or 5,000 pounds, females be 1,500 pounds. The whole nursing and mating and fighting rituals that go through, and people are right there witnessing what's going on.
To make that in size for you, 4,000 or 5,000 pounds would be like an SUV.
Like the size of an
1,500
SUV.
pounds would be like a cow. How long can these animals live?
The males have a shorter lifespan. They'll go to 15, 16 years old. The females will go into their early 20s.
And if I'm not mistaken, in the 1800s, these elephant seals were considered extinct?
They thought they had lost the species, yeah.
Wow.
And so they did find a small group on a remote island off of Baja, and from, we think, under 100 individuals, we have now about 180,000 elephant seals.
On the tour on the way up here, because that's one of the really cool things about this experience, is the interactive tour, walking out here to get to all of the locations. You learn a lot.
In essence, the poor female is either always pregnant or nursing through her entire, once she reaches adulthood and a maturity at the age of about 3.
So right here we have a couple wean pups. We'll stop right here and take a look at these guys. And so these animals are anywhere between 30 and I'd say 70 days old.
That's it?
Yeah.
Boy, they grow fast.
They grow fast. They're putting on a lot of weight. At birth, they're about 60 pounds, and they nurse with their mom for about 28 days. In that 28 days, they're quadruple their weight.
And it's interesting because so many of, gosh, there's a huge one right there too. So many of these elephant seals will go, as you said, halfway to Japan and come back right to the same spot next year.
Yeah, that's what's unique amongst this animal. I mean, they're probably one of the longest migratory animals in the world. They'll cover 10,000 miles in a year in that migration twice a year.
That elephant seal is looking at us. Should we move?
He could probably care less about us, but yeah, we can get going to our next spot.
All right, great, let's go. So how fast can these animals run or move?
On sand, they can move faster than us.
Wow.
So I'm guessing at full speed, 10, 15 miles an hour. Now it's for a short distance. Really, outside of Africa, this is probably one of the greatest wildlife experiences. The birds, there were 350 species of birds inside of here. So it's really kind of the uniqueness, its proximity to such metropolitan area, and you can still get away and experience a wild place. And you see that in the visitors' faces, and obviously the staff is always in awe of the place. And I can't think of any other location in California that you get this type of view.
It's one of those places where you go and you forget about everything else going on in your life,
Yeah, and I think in this day and age, people need that. And so, more than ever, this place has become popular, and we think it's great.
One of the reasons why we did this show is because we wanted to show people that there's so many wonderful things right in your own backyard in California to do. I mean, just look right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got a pretty cool job.
That's not bad. It's not bad at all. No, I'll be here for a while.
Ziad Borshi, so good to see you. Thank you for having us here
for coming out.
at Ano Nuevo State Park.
To explore other places with Rob, log on to kvie.org/RobOnTheRoad.